Well, welcome in to be our guest. And guess what? My guest today is a familiar face in a different place. My good friend.
You're a poet and didn't know it.
But my feet show it. They're Longfellows. Tonya Terry, you spent many a year at WSFA. Now you're really back on WSFA, but you're here with Time of Your Life.
Yes.
Instead of doing the news.
Yes, being in the anchor chair.
Being in the
I
anchor
have
chair.
to tell you, at this time in my life,
Yes.
I prefer this. For
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
And of course, where you're at right now, the new place with the familiar face is Wesley Gardens,
Yes.
which is a wonderful retirement. I want to call it retirement village.
Yes, we call it our
is a
assisted
village.
living community.
Yes.
We have residents there who've been there for a very, very long time, some of them.
I was impressed with that.
Isn't that
Yes,
nice?
yes.
And it's been there a long time, but I
Yes.
have to be honest with you, Jack, I had not noticed it at all
Is that
before I
right?
started working there. I thought it was a part of the church next door, maybe an annex building or
Yes,
something.
yes.
So when Randy Allen, the administrator at Wesley Gardens,
Who's
called-
been there a long time.
He's been there half his life.
Yes.
He's been there over half his life, and loves every minute of it.
Yes.
He's a joy to work with. But he called me up and said, I know you might not know about us, and you may have never done anything like
Right.
this, but come by and visit. It was the nicest note that he sent me when he called on me. And I said, at least I want to meet this person,
Sure,
you know.
sure.
So I go by and interviewed with him and absolutely fell in love.
Wow.
I fell in love with the place. First of all, it's like home. You've been there.
Oh, I know.
It's
I know.
so homey and cozy and warm, and the people are happy to be there. The people
Yes.
who live there and the people who work there. And I'm one of them now.
Yes, and the people that have worked with, besides Randy, have longevity also.
They do. A lot of them have been there 10, 15 plus years.
Wow.
So they know the residents by name, of course. They know
Yes.
their personalities.
Yes.
They know what they like to eat. They know the activities that they enjoy, which is, for most of them, bingo. Let me tell you, bingo is big over there.
Great.
We win quarters for the games that we win. And if you do the coverall at the end, $1.
Wow.
It's big money, I'm
Big
telling you.
money.
It's big money over there. But to see the look on their faces,
yeah.
the joy on their
Yes.
faces when we do certain things, like we just had our monthly birthday party. One of our residents turned 99 this month.
Wow.
And to be able to celebrate life in that way with these people who have lived so long and outlived so much of their family
Yes.
and so many of their friends, and they're still there, and they're just so happy to wake up in the morning and
Sure.
be able to still walk around. And because assisted living, that's what that means. We assist them
Yes.
in a lot of ways, but in many ways they're still very independent.
Oh, yeah.
So we
Oh,
love
yeah.
that.
Oh,
We
yeah.
love to have them be as independent for as long as possible. So that's why we assist them only to a point, because we want them to be able to do what they can for themselves for as long as they can.
Yes. And one of the things that everybody that I visited with when I was out there talked about is the food is great. The food is great.
Danny Barlow is our chef out there. He handles everything dietary, and it is good. I don't know where he went to school or how he learned to cook like that. Maybe it was mom and grandma. I don't know, but it's very good, and I have to watch it. Have to watch the waistline because it's very good every single day. They're spoiled rotten out there. They're spoiled rotten at Wesley Gardens. They have plenty of activity. The food is great. And the ambiance, the residence itself is absolutely beautiful.
It is. And you know, one of the things that would impress me, Tonya, is you say you hardly, when it was first built, you could see it.
Yeah.
Now they've built up the world around it.
Yes.
So it's nestled right in, but you're almost walking distance of Baptist East.
Yes,
Yes,
we
the
are.
hospital.
And that's a great thing.
Yes.
When we need that service.
Absolutely.
But we have Dr. Bolin that comes in. Ken Bolin is his name. A lot of people
Yes.
will know that name. He's been around for a long time and works with geriatric patients quite often. And also, East Chase is right there. We have people who love to
Yes,
shop now.
absolutely.
They still go out and get their hair done, or go to their barber that they've gone to, or their
Wow.
church that they
Or
like to
or
visit.
if they need to, you can have the hair done on
It's
on
right
site.
there. Yeah,
Right.
we have a salon
Yeah,
right in there.
yeah.
I'm telling you, they are spoiled. Yeah, and but we love to spoil them. They're so gracious.
Well, that's
you
what you're
know,
supposed to
they
do.
don't take it for granted.
You know, people don't understand that as people age, there's a glow that comes about them.
It's true.
Yes.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no
Yeah.
idea. I thought, these people are 75, 80, 90 years old. They've lived the vast majority of their life. I'm thinking they kind of checked out. They're just sitting
No,
around
no.
and maybe napping or, maybe watching Wheel of Fortune. I don't know.
Right.
But that's pretty much their day. These people have proven me wrong. They have a
Right.
lot of life in them.
And you do a lot of things with physical activity too,
We do.
which is very important because when I started doing this show 26 years ago, I've been on there 26 years.
Wow.
Started doing this show 26 years ago. My whole premise was when you hit 50, you're not going this way. There's still more uphill.
Listen, just turned 52. I
Okay.
did. And life for me started around 50.
Yeah.
I remember Oprah Winfrey saying that when she turned 50, she said, it starts now.
Yep.
And I was, maybe 35 at that
Yep.
point, and I'm thinking, this old lady doesn't know what she's talking about. She's
Amen.
crazy.
Amen.
But now that I'm here, she was absolutely right, as
Right.
Oprah usually is.
Right.
Yeah.
So Tonya, before we end this segment, if somebody
What? Before we end? Are we almost done? Oh, my goodness.
But what we need to do is give people, if you want information about Wesley Gardens, and we're putting it up on the screen.
Yes.
They can come by for a visit, right?
Yes, come by for a
Definitely.
visit. We're at 1555 Taylor Road.
Right.
We're nestled between Taylor Baptist Church
And the
and
entrance
East
to
Chase.
East Chase,
Yes,
right. Mm-hmm.
you can't miss us, even though I said it a lot. But listen, we have signs out there,
Yes.
and we're waiting for people to come by.
Good.
We have a waiting list right now for residents, but
You get on
come,
the list.
yes,
Yep.
and we love volunteers. Can I say that?
Oh,
If
absolutely.
you want to volunteer, if you want to be around some people who are so fun and full of life and
Yes.
joy and just good people, volunteer with us at Wesley Gardens.
Great.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad we got you in a position that's going to be
Me
fit to you, totally fit to you.
It's perfect.
Yes, and just remember, Wesley Gardens is very convenient to everything in the city of Montgomery, and it's worth a visit. And we'll be
Yes.
right back right after this.